Mr. Wade here. So, if you haven't already subscribe to our channel, hit that like button. So, what story am I doing today? What story is Mr. Wade doing today? Well, let's see. Today I'm doing another sad story. It's a murder story. It's an unsolved story. I mean, not story, but story. It's an unsolved story about a couple. Now, I'm looking for their grave. You might say, oh, there you go, Mr. Wade, looking for that grave again. Is that what you said? Okay, but anyways, I'm looking for the grave. Now, this story is about a couple. Of course, they were murdered. And unfortunately, I'm going to tell the story about what happened once I find their grave. So stay tuned. We're going to get this story going. Mr. Wade and Mrs. Crime Style. Stay tuned. Now, as we're walking out here at the Lincoln Memorial Cemetery, I can hear an eagle or a hawk letting their homies know that, hey, I got some food around here. You know, I sure hope that food ain't me. My God. You talking about Mr. Wade running. Stay tuned. We at Lincoln Memorial Cemetery. So, with the coordinates and with the assistance of the cemetery, the coordinates shows that their grave, their headstone was in the location that I went, but I did not find their headstone. Now, the area that the coordinates said that their headstone was in is all of Asian. They're all Asian, Filipino, they're all those type of graves over there. All respect to them, but that wasn't who I was looking for. Mr. Wade was looking for two individuals. So since I'm already in the location of where, I'm not going to say that the grave should have been, or maybe it was overlapped by time passed, and the cemetery has been known to do that. They've been known to dig up other headstones and replace with new ones after so many years. But this is close, because this year I'm talking about is 1988, so there's no way that could have happened. But let me go ahead and tell you the story that Mr. Wade dug up. So, and I'm bringing it to you. There's a couple, Fred and his wife. They were at home. I'm going to put the names up here, as Mr. Wade does. And apparently they were not burglarized. The house was broken into. And I guess from what the unsolved story is saying, that they were both took down to the basement of their home and executed. It didn't say how they were killed. They were shot, of course. But it didn't give a direct pinpoint of what type of action took place. But they were executed, and they had credit cards stolen, and they had like a light green vehicle that also was stolen, and they took TVs. So they thinking it might have been homeless individuals that done this, houseless now, but they are assuming, so it's never been solved. But the person or persons took those belongings. They found the credit cards being used at nearby stores. They found the vehicle 5 days later, approximately 5 days later, at a nearby shopping center. And these two were murdered at their own home. No one knows what happened. And Tombstone Whisperer, shout out to the family of, if anybody see this video, all respect. Like I said, Mr. Wade could not find their grave to give the full respect that we give, you know, the tombstone. But that's the sad story happened to the couple. They were also known to be broken into and murdered, of course. Mr. Wade always feels bad when he can't find a grave. But that's the story I was going to give to you guys, Tombstone Whisperers World out there. And I hope you guys enjoyed that story. It wasn't much, but if I find pictures prior, I would post them in here, of course. And you will see me correct myself as usual, because I'm always either stuttering, I'm always either mumbling, I'm always either just not pronouncing things correctly. So Mr. Wade's bad about that. But just know that we bring it to you. Thank you to all our subscribers out there. We're now at Lincoln Memorial out here in Portland, Oregon. Stay tuned for a lot more coming from Tombstone Whispers. More to come.